Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about the Henry's law and the Lee-Chatelier principle. So what is Henry's law and what is the Lee-Chatelier principle which we are using in our NCERT question. So one question is like why the fish feel cold water better and why the cold drinks are good in the lower temperature, and similarly how the exothermic and endothermic process are related to the formation of dissolution and solution of the particle. Fine. So let us move to the board. So this is our discussion here. As you can see, plus yesterday we talked about solute and solute plus solvent, and this is a reversible reaction and they are forming a solution. So first we talk about solid in a liquid. So solute was sugar and solvent was liquid, and the solution which is formed is sugar solution and the process is endothermic. So when the process is endothermic, the reaction according to Lee-Chatelier principle. Lee-Chatelier principle is saying that whenever there is a change, it tries to undo that change. So if you are increasing the temperature is increased. So the forward direction needs temperature as it is endothermic. So increasing the temperature in the case of a endothermic reaction will be going in the forward direction. So that is why when we were mixing the sugar into the water, so the process becomes faster when we are increasing the temperature. Next is the case of gas in a liquid. So when we are talking about gas in a liquid, so like I was explaining about carbon dioxide in water. So it is also going to make a solution. So as you can see here, so this process, carbon dioxide and water, it is a solution, but it is a exothermic process. So what is happening, as it is a exothermic process, so a cold Pepsi or cold drink feels better. Why? Because reaction is exothermic. So if you are increasing the temperature is increased, reaction will go in the backward direction. So backward direction means carbon dioxide and water will be separated from each other. That means we are not feeling the fizz in the cold drink. So temperature when is high, reaction will be going in the backward direction. So if the temperature is low, only then reaction will be going in the forward direction. So we have to take into notice this point whenever we are talking about. So this is also according to Lee-Chatelier principle, and we have to mention that. So exothermic or endothermic, we have to look into this thing, that whether the reaction is exothermic or the endothermic. And here we have talked about the gas in a liquid and solid in a liquid. So Lee-Chatelier principle is always try to undo the change. Undo the change. Okay. So next we are talking about Henry's law. Henry's law is about the pressure and the mole fraction. Pressure and mole fraction. That means if you have a beaker and it has gas present in it and there is only small pressure of a gas on it, or if there is a beaker and it has more pressure which will be having more particles of gas dissolved in it. That is the point. That is given by the Henry's law, and he said more is the pressure, more moles of the gas will be soluble in the water. So this is like the same situation when pressure is applied, only our memorization power increases only then. For example, there is no exam. So no one is going to memorize anything, learn anything. But if there is a pressure of exam, so that is only the beauty of exam, that when there is an exam, we are pressurized to learn more topics. And if there is no exam, we are learning less topics. So please remember the Henry's law, that in this case, pressure is directly proportional to molar fraction of the gas in a liquid. So mole pressure, fraction of a gas in a liquid, so you can write it Na divided by Na plus Nb. Is it clear? And if you are removing the proportionality constant, so you are putting a constant as a Henry's law. Since these two are directly proportional to each other, so if you are plotting a graph, you will be observing that pressure and mole fraction, they are directly proportional to each other, and slope in this case will be kh. That means through the slope we can find out the Henry constant.